Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a great one for you today because we're going to kind of do an expose today. And I am at the end of the Huntington Beach Pier, and there are so many container ships out here, and there's been some great stories that I want to share with you. But now, more than ever, I believe that this is totally manufactured. I believe that there are not normal delays. It's not just a labor thing. It is absolutely manufactured. And I think China's behind it personally. But, you know, I want to cover this and do it with great detail. But take a look at these ships out there right now. There are more ships than ever. It is growing by the week right now. And it is absolutely preposterous to think that this is just a labor shortage in California. Now, before I get into it, we're going to cover a lot today. Before I get into it, please take a second to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you get notified on everything we're doing, and share it with all your friends and colleagues. But first things first, China just announced we have a problem. They're not going to buy jets from Boeing. Boeing is missing out on tens of billions of dollars in orders from China that they're not going to pay for. From the last administration, they agreed to make these purchases, and now they're not returning the phone calls. Okay? So it's kind of ridiculous. Now, here's the worst part about this is that as we have these ships backed up right now, it's, you know, you hear it's 70, you hear it's 90. We're going to go to marine traffic later and check it out, but it's too many. Okay? But here's the thing. Other ports are starting to get backed up as well. Now, that makes no sense. Why is the Anchorage, Alaska port backed up for the first time ever? Okay? Again, this is manufactured. This is not real. This is something sinister that's being done to us. That's what I believe at this point. So it is completely ridiculous to think that it's a labor shortage. You know, the average longshoreman here in California makes 95 grand a year, okay? No college degree. Yeah, they have to join a union, okay? But these are people that can be out there unloading these containers and make 95,000 a year, plus the the overtime, all the benefits. It's absolutely insane that these people are at a loss for employees right now. So I'm not buying it. So we're going to cover a lot today. We're going to go up the coast. I'm going to show you quite a bit. Please share your thoughts on this, guys. I want to know exactly what you think about this. But, you know, as I sit here, you know, that I can count from the edge of the pier, it's like 25 ships right here. So again, some of these have thousands of containers on them. But share your thoughts. We've got a lot of the national news and different things that we're going to report. But this is absolutely preposterous that this is some type of labor shortage. Okay, I'm not buying it at all now. Now, first things first, Goldman Sachs has just lowered the projection for GDP growth in China to zero. Got it? Okay? It was originally anticipated to be 1.2% in the third quarter. Now they're saying there's going to be zero growth for China. They have a real problem with energy right now. Getting coal, getting fuel, getting energy to different factories. There are many factories that are shut down, including some of the factories that work on the Apple iPhone and work for your beloved Tesla. So this is a real problem for China. And again, because we don't get any truthful stories out of them, we won't know exactly what's going on, but they'll tell us how fabulous everything is and that nothing to worry about. But again, Goldman Sachs has lowered it to zero for the third quarter. They've also lowered the year-end GDP by almost 3% as well to less than 5% for the year. So share your thoughts on this. Are you guys, is this something you guys anticipated? Is it something you've seen? But again, when Goldman Sachs does this, it's real. There's a real problem over there in China, and I'm curious as to what you guys think about it. Share your thoughts on it. Now, I'm about a mile north of the pier at this point, still in Huntington Beach, but the number of ships here has increased exponentially that you can see from shore. Take a look at this. Now again, guys, this is ridiculous. Now the next story I want to talk about is the Postal Service. The Postal Service just announced that there's going to be massive delays in shipping packages across the country now. Everything's going up in price dramatically. Here's the other thing, is that there could be a 61% increase in price for packages just because of the holidays. So as of mid-October to the end of the year, there's going to be a major price increase. Plus they're going to take 5 days to deliver regular first-class mail. Now, here's the thing. They're saying that it won't affect normal letters, and it only will affect about, 49% of magazines, but the rest of it should be normal, okay? Again, what to believe, but small packages that you buy, Amazon, things like that, they're gonna be delayed up to 5 days now. So get ready for that. Guys, I'm 4 miles north of Huntington Beach, California, and you can see how the number of cargo ships has exponentially increased. There are absolutely dozens out there. I can't even count how many that there are. Now, once again, as you see things like this, with all the container ships, we are reminded this morning of the UK and how their gas stations are running dry. One of the business ministers, Kwasi Kwarteng, was saying how their backup fleet is going to be delivering gas to gas stations. Now, understand this, guys. This is the home of British Petroleum. There is no gasoline shortage in the UK. This is manufactured. I do not believe it, but we're supposed to believe that the civilian fleet is now going to resolve everything and deliver gas when it was needed to these gas stations that in the outlying metro areas that don't have fuel right now. So again, no gas in England, running dry, home of British Petroleum, and you know what, 50 cargo ships in front of me, okay? It's ridiculous, okay? What is happening right now? Share your thoughts. I wanna know what you guys think right now, okay? Now I've moved up the coast more, and I am in a city called Long Beach. I'm at a place called Bluff Park, and the reason why they call it that is that it's this big long stretch of park overlooking the ocean. Now, I'll zoom in, but there are, I can't even count, there's probably 50 container ships out there right now. It's absolutely crazy to think about. Again, on the weekend, this place is packed. The grass is completely full. Kids, families, everything, because it's free to park here. And this is on Ocean Boulevard in Orizaba. But you can see the boats out there. It's really nice, you know. But you've got all the container ships waiting to enter the port of Los Angeles. And they're out a little further than you've seen earlier today, just because they're making the turn to come in. But let's take a look at how many we can see out there. Now, one person we keep hearing from over and over and over again is Fed President Jerome Powell. Now, think about this one. He made a statement today, got the interview from CNBC, where he said inflation will continue into 2022. And they said, well, how do you feel about that? It's frustrating. So remember, inflation is transitory. It's no big deal. It's going to moderate. That was what he said yesterday. No, now it's going to continue into 2022, and it's going to be frustrating, people. So you're going to have, you know, inflation be frustrating. there are families out there right now that are deciding on food or the gas bill right now, and it's frustrating. This guy's a clown. It's terrible. And again, there's no concrete solution to this, but he sees it continuing into 2022. So it's kind of a cool place. Long Beach is known for its high rises like this. And then you've got, you know, the walkways like this for the beach and the older houses. But share your thoughts on this. Are you guys frustrated by inflation? Okay, everybody's absolutely sickened by this. And again, we're getting these buzzwords from Jay Powell. J-Bone is telling us it's gonna be frustrating because it's gonna go into 2022 now. Okay? He sees it easing eventually, but it's not. So share your thoughts on this, guys. I really wanna know what you think about all this. Now, this is the Port of Los Angeles. You've got all these container ships. That's the Vincent Thomas Bridge. And I was lucky enough to be led on the dock from the Catalina Express. This is the boat that people take to Catalina. And you can see all of the container ships that they're unloading. And again, thousands of containers. All these different ships. Look at that Evergreen ship. It's absolutely massive. Unbelievable. And they're doing this, 24 hours a day right now to get caught up. And it's, look at that. Look at the thousands of containers that are out there. Now, here's the crazy thing. All of that right there, those are all empty containers. Another angle of this. It's just unbelievable how bad this is. Got the Vincent Thomas Bridge behind me. I'm in the Catalina Express loading area. You can hear the traffic from the bridge, but also behind me is all the traffic with loading and unloading these containers. Some of these ships hold thousands of containers, and it's absolutely fascinating to think that there are 90 ships out there right now, 90 that are waiting to come to the port. Plus, look at the size of these ships. This is not going to be unloaded anytime soon. This is going to take forever. It's just crazy, okay? So again, is it just a labor shortage, guys? I don't think so. I think that there's much more to this. Now, another bit of news out of CNBC. The National Restaurant Association did a survey with 4,000 of its restaurants, asking them different questions. And the things I want to cover with you are this. Is it better now than it was just 90 days ago? Things are opening up again. Remember, guys, things are getting better. Over half the restaurants said the conditions are worse for their business right now. Only 9% of the 4,000 people said that things are better right now than they were. Now, guys, other than like small restaurants that are, the family runs it, those are the ones that I go to right now because I want to support them. But those are the ones with the good service and the good food. Lately, this is horrible, guys, what we're seeing. We're seeing such awful service from the national chains. It's only getting worse right now. So let's take a look at this behind me. You can see that, just how big these areas are that they're loading and unloading. So the other thing is that the possibility that these restaurants can be fined for labor violations. Now, nobody wants to get fined, nobody wants to break the law, but the Restaurant Association is really concerned about these pending $50,000 and $100,000 fines for labor violations. Because let's face it, you're a one-man band who owns a pizza place, you do a labor violation, and you could be out of business with one fine. So they're trying to stop that. They're trying to get the Biden administration to do something about that, and most likely they're not. So again, this very historic bridge, okay? But guys, in addition to the containers that are being unloaded from China, now think about this. These have to get someplace. Once you unload one of these containers, they don't just get unboxed right here. They've got to be driven some place or be put on a train and then delivered, okay? These people are weeks away from getting their product, at least a week, I would say. But when you see how big these massive container ships are, it's unbelievable to think about the backlog. And you know, people, I mean, how long will it take 90 ships to catch up? I don't know, share your thoughts, guys. I really want to know what you think about this. I want you to look at this because once a container ship is emptied and you've got the empty containers, there are thousands, tens of thousands now of these empty containers. We are not shipping anything back to China. Nothing is going back to China right now. Do you guys see the size of this? Look at how big they are. They're just absolutely massive. Look, they're grabbing a container right now. When you see ships like this and you look at the size and the enormity and the number of containers, it's going to take days, if not a week, to unload that container ship, okay? And you can sit there and it's a labor shortage, whatever, okay? But there's so many ships backed up. I'm trying to show you guys the enormity of this, but it's not just a labor shortage. I don't believe that. This is the port where the cruise ships normally come in. And I've seen at times when they've used this to unload ships as well, and they're not doing it right now. So what gives right now? Okay, why are they not doing this? Why are they not using every possible square footage 24 hours a day for that? It's really, I'm really curious about that. There are tens of thousands of empty containers sitting here in the port that we are not sending back anywhere, guys. Another massive ship getting unloaded at a snail's pace. Once the ships are unloaded, they're put on semis and driven away like this. This is what thousands of containers look like empty right here. All you crypto people are gonna love this next story. Jason Stewart, the mayor of Cool Valley, Missouri. It's got a town of 1,500 people. He saw the value in cryptocurrencies and wanted to figure out a way to give everybody $500. He did much better. He's gonna give every resident of the town, 1,500 of them, $1,000 in Bitcoin each. He told this to Bitcoin Magazine and Cointelegraph. The story's below. But again, guy's giving out $1.5 million in Bitcoin to bring up the community. It's going to be interesting to see how this works out when it gets delivered. But again, I know that the crypto people out there are yelling, "Oh, isn't this fantastic? It's great." So share your thoughts on this. Do you know of anybody that's in Cool Valley, Missouri that's getting $1,000 for doing nothing? I think it's great. Call it stimulus, call it whatever you want. He calls it a way of stimulating the town. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. Do you read Bitcoin Magazine? Do you read Cointelegraph? These two magazines I found in regards to the crypto space. So share your thoughts, guys, on this. There are so many container ships out here. It's crazy. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video covering the ports and the news. It is anticipated that there are 500,000 containers that are on those ships out there. 500,000. You can check out the story below that'll cover that. It's absolutely crazy. Now, we're gonna end this video with some terribly bad news. And that is that bacon prices have gone up in the last 12 months about 28%. Absolutely skyrocketed in price. You can read the story below. on that. And the final thing is the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree store was great. Everything in the store was $1, really reliable, good quality. They've just announced today that they're gonna raise their prices. They're gonna have items for $1, but they're gonna have $3 to $5 items too. Now, the 99-cent store, I can't stand anymore because you grab something thinking it's $1 and it's $3 to $5, oh, $5.99, $3.99. So it's not the 99-cent store. Anyways, you can also go to the $99 store, which is Costco, which is what I call that because I can't walk out of there. Go in there and you buy one thing and you gotta have, 16 bottles of olives when you pick one up. So the $99 store. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please share this with all your friends and colleagues. The final thing is we have supported a charity on this channel, Joseph Dreamhouse, out of Florida. Fran Glover is the owner of the charity, and Fran is a woman that works 7 days a week running this charity, and it feeds families out of Florida. It provides meals that these people cook themselves, and she gives them nutritious food. Fran is a culinary chef who went to run her charity and has done it for years, and she's fed I think close to 500,000 families, but she's lost a bunch of donors in the last year because her donors have hit on hard times. There is a link below. If you could give anything, if you could give up a cup of coffee and give her $5, 100, 20, anything would be greatly appreciated. So please do that as we kick into October. Her charity needs all the help it can get right now. Plus, if you need money for your business, take a look at Ironwood. You've got the link below. If you've been in business as little as 3 months, they have money programs that they can lend you. If you've done as little as $3,000 a month in sales, and if you even have a super low FICO score of 500, they've got programs for you, but check out the link. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon. I hope all is well with everybody.